uplift black women's voices unless they saying some shit you ain't trying to hear. How the fuck can you compare a woman who just simply shared her opinion to some people who have literally committed acts of violence? That's what I'm telling you. They do this to the men on a daily basis. That's why I say if you step out of line, if you say something, it don't matter what group you represent. It's the same thing with the LGBT community. Talk to all the trans women and the trans men who have been speaking out about the long-term damage that they've done to themselves by getting these vaginoplasties and bottom surgeries, and the LGBT community is ripping them apart. If you speak out of turn, they will destroy you. Gang, we in this thing. It's your boy Atreus. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Go ahead and keep hitting the like button, keep subscribing, and keep sharing these videos out so we can hit it and have our 1,000 celebration stream. We're going to talk about the future of the channel and everything we got coming, near future. So let's get it, man. Right into the video.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you
Gang, we in this thing. Uplift black women's voices. Unless they saying some shit you ain't trying to hear. Ain't it funny the way this thing works? I ain't even showing y'all the title. I'm tripping. Letitia Wright calls the Hollywood Reporter incredibly disrespectful for comparing her to alleged abusers. Black women, you need to pay attention to this shit, because y'all be running around here talking about, oh, it's our time, black girl magic, this, that, and the third. Once again, uplift black women voices unless they talking about some shit we ain't trying to hear. It's right here. So Letitia Wright's vaccination beliefs, by the way, she apologized for this. Vaccination beliefs are still understandably sensitive issue for many who have been affected by COVID-19 crisis. Her sharing vaccine skeptical content 2 years ago remains a point of contention. Wright apologized and in a recent Guardian interview said that sharing that the anti-vax post was not me, though she continues to dodge explicit questions about her own vaccination. Cast and crew members also denied reports that Wright was evangelizing about her anti-vax status on the set of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's still a controversy, sure, but putting her name beside someone like Brad Pitt accused of domestic abuse does not feel like a fair comparison. Yet the Hollywood Reporter attempted to examine those controversies as well as Will Smith's slap on the equal footing for an award season lead up, and Wright was reasonably upset about it. I agree. Shout out to the person who wrote this article. Now, while I don't know about Brad Pitt's situation, we don't do the believe all women thing over here. But if it's true, how the fuck, and same thing with Will Smith, how the fuck can you compare a woman who just simply shared her opinion to some people who have literally committed acts of violence? That's what I'm telling you. They do this to the men on a daily basis. That's why I say if you step out of line, if you say something, it don't matter what group you represent. It's the same thing with the LGBT community. Talk to all the trans women and the trans men who have been speaking out about the long-term damage that they've done to themselves by getting these vaginoplasties and bottom surgeries, and the LGBT community is ripping them apart, tearing them apart. If you speak out of turn, they will destroy you. Hollywood Reporter basically wrote an article comparing this woman to people who have committed acts of violence. Now, her mistake was apologizing. Her mistake was definitely apologizing, because I wouldn't have, I don't know, maybe that's easy for me to say when I ain't got shit. She wrote, I had to unblock the Hollywood Reporter just to post this. Scott Finberg and all at this publication, you're incredibly disrespectful. How dare you? You mentioned my name alongside men who have been accused of abuse and sexual misconduct. Beyond Pitt and Smith, the article also name-dropped a litany of other past controversial Oscar winners, hopefuls such as Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, Mel Gibson, Casey Affleck, Gary Oldman, Nate Parker, and more. Wright is the only woman mentioned on this list of problematic performers, past and present. There is no mention, for instance, of TAR frontrunner Kate Blanchett, who won her Oscar for a film directed by Allen, and later said that social media is not the judge and jury in reference to allegations of sexual abuse against him. Listen, at some point, y'all gotta realize, talking to my ladies of the melanated flavor, these people ain't on your side, man. And I'm not talking about like race. I'm talking about these people in Hollywood. They're not on your side, bro. They're on your side as long as you speak their language. You start speaking a different language, oh, you up out of there. And they doing the same thing to Letitia Wright. Shout out to the person who wrote this article because they are right. Mary Kate, I don't know. That sounds like a feminist. It's still credit due because this person is right. You cannot compare Letitia Wright. Now, here's the thing. I've been affected by COVID. I've had family members who have passed, allegedly due to COVID. And I've had COVID, I want to say, at least 3 times myself. And I ain't going to lie to y'all, bro. When COVID hit. COVID hit me all 3 times like, Hadouken! Like, that motherfucker hurt. And you talking to a person who don't get sick. I've had the flu once. I've had strep throat maybe twice. You know what I'm saying? I had pneumonia once. I do not get sick like that. So when I had got COVID, I knew it was COVID. Nigga, I was having cold flashes and hot flashes at the same time. The most recent time I got it, I had a headache so bad I thought I was going to die. So it ain't like I'm like just anti like, oh, COVID ain't real. But at the same time, just because I was affected by COVID doesn't mean, and I didn't even got the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little skeptical. I got to see how it affects everybody else first before I go and sticking brand new vaccines in me and all that stuff. That's just me. But I'm not feeling, and I'm not anti-vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not anti-vaccine or whatever. It's just I feel a little bit more comfortable letting you niggas be the guinea pigs. Hey, far be it from me to offend anybody, but I'm not finna be against her for being anti-vax. How the hell I'm gonna be mad about you? How the hell I'm gonna be mad at you about what you put in your body? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib like